Hi, this is Shubert, and welcome to part 2 of our Cave of Bob holiday special. Last time, we met our 3 unwise cave people. Boboba, a tough cave person, played by Cristina. Grob, an eloquent cave person, played by Mike. And Wham, a banging cave person, played by Jessica. The clan elder sent them on a mission to find 3 special gifts for a magic babby. A big thing, a shiny thing, and a smelly thing. Boboba and Grob reluctantly left the warmth of the cave and followed a strange sound into the forest, discovering a bunch of shiny things that disappear into thin air when touched. Meanwhile, Wham bravely went off on their own and found a big hairy person stuck in a tree on top of a hill, being attacked by an even bigger flying reptile. Wham and the hairy person managed to scare the dinosaur away, but the hairy person still wouldn't come down. So Wham went off again and found a whole cave of big hairy people, who chased Wham down and pummeled them into unconsciousness. We now rejoin our 3 unwise cave people, with 1 member down and little chance of making it back to their cave with a big thing, shiny thing, or a smelly thing. Last we left off, Boboba and Grob were standing in front of something that confused them deeply. They are standing very confused in front of an array of shiny things and food things. Now, there's a lot less of the shiny things and food things than there were before Grob started touching them, and they would all disappear as he touched every single one of them. But there's still some shiny things left, but they're all on the ground now after Grob, once again, touched the wood thing that was holding up all these things. And that disappeared as well. So now Boboba and Grob are just standing in front, all these things on the ground. They don't know what to do with them. Or maybe they do.
I do want to make an addendum. Boboba is definitely sleeping on the ground.
Right, sorry. Thank you for mentioning that. Boboba
is lying confused.
Decided that this must be some type of thing that happens when Boboba sleeps. Sometimes weird things happen when Boboba sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
So Boboba decided just go back to sleep and then they'll wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
So Boboba, you have a quick little nap on the ground and you wake up.
Boboba sits up, stretches real big, yawns real big. Does that, with a... I'm sure all
the listeners
people
love
have
that sound.
Yeah, but I don't know what it's called. Like just when you smack your lips
lip smack
when you wake up, and expectedly looks around to be back at cave.
And you're surprised to see that you are not back at cave. You are in forest. You are near trees. You are also near Grob, that weird guy with all the words. Even though Grob looks like he hasn't eaten in weeks, he doesn't seem interested in any of this food in front of him for some reason.
Grob is going to try something. Grob is going to take his stick that he had when he thought he was coming to Boboba's aid. He's going to get his stick, and he's going to try poking a round shiny thing with the stick and see what happens.
Wow. You feel your brain matter just growing as you do this. You poke it with a stick. You poke a shiny thing with a stick. Nothing happens. I mean, you poke it and you feel the object like solidly hit against the stick, I should say.
Grob jumps up and down and says, thing, go thing. And he points at the stick. Go! He tries to get like another stick. Can he get another stick?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can find another stick.
All right. He takes the 2 sticks and he pinches a round shiny thing, a plate with the 2 sticks.
Whoa. This seems like it has to be a roll.
Yeah. Can I roll something here? What would this be?
I mean, you might just be inventing chopsticks.
I think so too. I think it's a lift, if you ask me.
That might that might even need a build. To put two sticks together.
Okay, yeah. Let's do build.
We've only
All right,
ever had one in our tribe.
I will use build. I will add build as one of my skills.
There you go.
All right. So can I roll build?
Yeah, now that you've added it to your skill list, you realize that deep down you always had this thing in you. You try building. You try putting two sticks together. It's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
The balance is awkward.
Both at the same time. Wow. All right. So I roll 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Nice. All right. So that is a success. So you managed to invent the world's first pair of tongs, essentially.
Both of us just rubbing their eyes, and like every time they look, their eyes are huge. Like, what? And then again, sleep.
Yeah, this is almost more magical than anything else you've seen today, Boboba.
Blowing Boboba's mind right now.
And yeah, you managed to pick up an object with them.
Ooh.
Grob points at one of the ones he hasn't picked up and points at Boboba and says, "Thing," and then touches it and it disappears, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "No thing." And then he stops. He says, "No thing. No thing. No thing. No thing. No thing."
Boboba just glares at you for making this conjunction.
Yeah. You're inventing so many things.
All right. Well, Grob looks deflated. And he just picks up his tongs and picks up a plate with the tongs and just points back toward the cave that they came from and says, "Go."
Me cave?
He points at himself and says, "Go." And Grob just starts walking back.
Boboba just like looks around. They have no idea how you did that thing with the two sticks. Like,
yeah. No, that just seems like magic to you.
and just like, I'm just gonna like make a quick look around, see if I can see any little me's again before I decide to follow.
Mm-hmm. You don't.
I'll do an okay, I don't. I'm
yeah,
like,
sorry. Yeah, they're all gone.
They're all gone. Well, Boboba just goes, "Cave me," and just follows along. If you're still holding those two sticks, just keeps eyeballing them like, what?
All right.
Every time he sees you walking with them.
All right, Boboba and Grob start heading back to the cave. Switching back to Wham really quickly. Wham. You see blackness. You see desolation. You see your death. But then you see a light, a warmth, and your eyes just barely open. You think that your whole face is maybe like too swollen and you can just barely see out of your eyes. And just blurrily you see the red and orange flames in front of you of a fire. And you can make out some big hairy things gathered in a circle, but not around you. They seem to be discussing something. They say, and that goes on for a while. And they seem to be gesticulating with their hands, their big, furry, kind of, the fur is sort of like almost a snow-colored fur. And they gesticulate with their hands something smaller than themselves. Maybe like half the size of themselves. Still pretty big, still bigger than you, but smaller. And they say, and some of them just put their hands on each other's shoulders, and some of them seem to embrace each other, and others look out of the cave, and some just look down. What do you make of this, Wham?
Wham covers their ears and very quietly goes, "Go. Go."
All right.
Murbad.
Murbad. All right.
Doesn't like this new language.
Like I said, we're just going to switch over really quickly as you drift in and out of unconsciousness. And we're going to go really quickly back to Boboba and Grob as you make your way back to your cave. And you see some of the cave people that you recognize greet you. And they call over to the elder, and they hobble out, like their back just like almost broken. They can just barely stand anymore.
Oh, so they're definitely 30, right?
Definitely 30.
Mm-hmm. They're feeling it. And they see this thing that you have, Rob.
Which I'm very careful not to let them touch.
Right. And the elder points to it and says, "Shiny thing?"
Grob proudly holds it up in the air and says, "Shiny thing."
And you hear the whole clan just start rejoicing. "Shiny thing! Shiny thing! Shiny thing!" And everybody starts patting you on the shoulder. You've never had really, nobody's ever really paid you much attention. They've always tried to keep their distance. So this is nice. You're finally getting some love.
All right.
Accolades.
Mm-hmm.
Well-deserved accolades.
I will go set the shiny thing carefully with my tongs on a rock, a high rock in the cave.
Nice.
And I'll wait for someone to reach out and touch it. And you know what I'm going to say?
No, I don't know.
What are you going to say?
No.
What?
And for the first time, someone looks at you and you see it's like they understand what you're saying when you say no. It's the first time really anybody's really understood this. And they go, "No?
No.
No. No.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh God, the word's spreading.
Yeah, another one has learned it.
Shiny? No.
No, shiny.
Shiny?
You. No, shiny, you.
Me shiny?
No.
No. No. All right. And some of the people look kind of down and a little more upset. And the elder looks at you and says, "Shiny. Shiny. Go. Go. Go smelly. Go big thing. Go smelly thing. Go big thing."
Boboba just
Once
puts their
again, you are,
head in their hands.
before you're even given a full chance to warm up by the fire or get any food, you're shoved back out of the cave into the freezing wilderness.
Grob is protesting the whole time. You go.
Yes.
No.
Along with that, Boboba's just saying, "Me sleep, me sleep."
And when you say "you go" to people, they respond to you, "No, you go." And suddenly you know what it's like to give birth to something beautiful and then see it turned
against
turn
you.
I've been hoisted by my own petard.
Lifted up its blade and shut you down. Well, if we're pushed out of the cave once more, Boboba just looks over Krog and's like shrugging, going, "Water? Fire?"
Grob just shrugs also and points in the direction that Wham went and says, "Go bang."
Me water. And starts walking in that way.
All right, so we'll head in the direction that Wham went.
Perfect. All right. So, Boboba and Grob, once more shoved out of their cave by their fellow cave people that were only moments ago embracing them.
Very short memory.
I thought it was all over.
Yeah.
Equal popularity.
Mm-hmm. You can still hear the elder kind of almost chanting as you leave the cave. "Go, smelly thing. Go, big thing. Shiny." No shiny. You guys head towards the rocky precipice where you see this giant tree on top of, and once again, you guys know big tree. You guys know big tree on big rock.
Love big tree.
Very familiar. Yeah, this is one of the prime locales of some of your weird dreams. Boboba. Big on top of big tree. Weird stuff happens sometimes.
Always.
But you see something strange on big tree, a big thing, and you keep heading there. Do you guys want to take the slow way, or do you guys want to try scrambling up the cliff?
Oh, well.
Cliff's totally safe. Totally safe.
Yeah, I mean, Boboba is tough.
There's
Boboba
a cool
can
way
take
to
Cliff.
do this, and there's a lame way to do this.
So Boboba takes a few steps back and then just starts running towards that.
Nice.
Grob is just going to watch.
And I'm just waving you. Water! Water!
No.
Okay, Boboba, give me a climb. Because I'm imagining just you vaulting up this cliff.
For sure. All right.
So give me a 6.
Oh, I got a 6, baby.
Oh.
Where is it? There it is. Boo.
Nice.
Grob says, "You go."
Yeah, just as you described, in a single bound.
And Boba whispers to themselves, "Me fire."
Nice. Rob, what are you going to do after seeing that display?
Grob is just going to marvel.
What else can you do?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm going to build.
Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa. Build
Yeah.
twice in a day?
yeah, twice
I know.
in one day.
I know.
Do you have enough spell slots for that?
I'm going to collect some pine needles and stuff under the tree because I'm worried about maybe someone falling.
I don't think that's a thing you should worry about.
No.
All right, there are a lot of pine needles. You managed to find so much that you said you're kind of laying it down almost like as a crash mat.
A cushion. Yeah.
We invented crash mats in one of the previous Cave of Bobs, so that
That's
got
true.
passed down.
Do I need to roll build though?
Yes, you do need to roll a build.
All right. Let's see what happens. 4.
All right, so build what you think is a pretty nice, albeit very pokey, a natural crash mat for the crash mat connoisseur.
How well did you check for rocks, though?
Yeah, not super well, so there might be some stabby bits in there, but, better than just falling right on a rock, I guess.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. But I'm going to call that a success because you do have the build ability. So you're able to do that. And yeah, what are you going to do next?
I guess I'm going to do some climbing.
Just to reset the scene, Boboba has made it up to the top of this hill via leaping up this cliff, just like a parkour genius. And
just Danny DeVito sailing through the air.
yeah, well, Grob just watches in awe, but is also busy building some kind of thing to fall on. So you're still at the bottom of the hill then, Grob. Is that right?
I thought that Boboba was going to run up to the tree
Mm-hmm.
and get in the tree. So I'm trying to build my mat under the tree.
Okay, so you can definitely do that, but you got to decide first whether you're going to climb the cliff to get to the top of the hill or whether you're going to go the slow way.
So I'll just walk up the back of the hill.
Okay, you take your time, and while you're doing that, and you're going to build a nice crash mat when you get there, but while you take your time, that's going to give Boboba some time to do some stuff. So Boboba, you get to the top of this hill, and near you is this humongous tree. And at the top of it, you can see and hear, and dare I say it, even smell this creature at the top.
Boboba shouts up, "Food? Water?"
And it says to you in reply,
Moo. Moo moo.
Boboba just goes, me. and starts looking around. And they, inspired by your 2 sticks, I was going to grab 2 sticks of my own. Where'd my things? And I'm going to build, hopefully, 2 sturdy, spiky sticks.
Oh, you're going to build now.
Yeah.
Do you have
I
the
see how
buildability?
easy it is. Look at this guy. Always building.
So are you taking the buildability?
I'm not.
Okay, so then you actually can't do that, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
Building
requires
skill is one of
expertise.
those few very, very, very special skills.
Super rare.
Very rare.
All right. Well, I try to build. I pick up 2 sticks,
Mhm.
look at them confusedly, throw them to the ground
Yeah.
angrily.
Yeah.
And then I am going to take the climb ability and just start climbing towards this maybe food, maybe water.
Sounds great. You start climbing the tree then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of big, nice branches for you to climb up. It's not too tough, but you do have to give me a climb because you could just forget how to do it halfway up.
Well, I got a 4, and I did just circle climb as my last 3rd ability.
There you go. So that is a success. So you climb so high up this tree. Up and up you go. It's humongous. It's even bigger than you thought it was from the ground. And you're pretty high up now. You think that if you fall, you go bang. And you look up, and just above you now is this big, hairy thing. And the big, hairy thing, it's still saying, kind of murmuring, if you will, going, and but you can see that just above you and sort of in between this creature and you, some of the branches are actually broken, and you can't quite find a way to easily scramble up. We said before you have incredibly strong thighs, so you could just try gripping this tree with your legs, but it's quite a wide tree, so you think that would be a little bit tricky, and like I said, there's no branches in between you and this creature that aren't broken.
Yeah. I point at creature at this big smelly thing that I do not understand. And I point down. Cave. Cave.
Roll? Oh man, what would this be? I don't think this would be a roll, actually, but I guess I just think that
I'm trying to communicate
that sounds
with it.
like a really successful diplomacy to me.
Yeah.
Personally, as the GM, I'm just going to rule that was an incredibly good diplomacy.
Everyone understands cave.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone understands
Yeah.
cave. The creature seems to look down at you and sort of nod up and down enthusiastically, and it says,
Mama.
I'm gonna shout down. Cave.
Grob looks around, and I can't say cave, but I'll look around. And do I see a cave?
So you are climbing up the
hill,
the back of the hill, and so make a explore check to find anything while you're climbing up.
Okay. 5.
So while you're climbing up, you do actually spot in the side of the hill, somewhat hidden, is a small cave opening, and you can see a glow of a fire coming within. So you're about halfway up the hill at this point, and you can hear Boboba in the distance. Again, it's easy to hear Boboba,
Yeah.
and so you can hear that going on, but you also see this cave.
All right, I'm going to shout at Boboba and point in the direction of the cave and go, thing! And then point at myself and say, go, thing!
Boboba, you're real small, so Boboba again puts his hands up to his eyes
to his eyes.
to try to see better.
And Grob shouts, no!
Boboba can't help it. They're an explorer. It's just natural. Boboba just shouts back, cave, food, cave, water.
All right, Grob will walk into the cave.
All right, you walk towards this cave. It's not quite on the path, so you have to climb a little bit downwards, but you climb towards this cave. You're about to make it into the cave. You see some figures lurking around.
Ooh.
Switch back to Boboba. You're still up in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
This creature is near you now, and you can actually see that it's holding something in one of its arms. It's like easily holding onto the tree and kind of sitting on a tree branch. But it seems to be holding this pretty big object in its arms. Big thing.
I point to it. Point to the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Food?
And it shakes its head again enthusiastically and says,
Brr, brr.
All right. I'm going to use my lift ability and lift it up onto my back. Both the creature and the food.
"Oh my
I'm
goodness.
so fucking strong.
Wow.
Dang. Okay. So you could possibly do this, but you're still a little bit below where this creature is, and you still need to find a way of getting
Okay.
up there or getting it down to you.
Right. I point me, and try to point like towards like the thickest part of where I'm standing on the branch.
Mm-hmm. All right. Wow. I feel like this is definitely going to require some kind of roll to try to get the creature to understand you. Unfortunately, in this game, there's basically no social skills except for romance.
I was going to say, what about romance?
So roll me a romance.
All right. I got a 3. 3 romance.
So you don't have romance as a skill,
No.
do you? Okay.
No.
So that is a failure. So you try to gesticulate for this creature to jump down towards you, I'm guessing is what you're trying to
Yes.
get at. And it shakes its head. Murr, murr, and it looks really scared.
Man,
and
it's like a
look
cat.
down,
How do you get up there?
and you look down below you, and you're kind of scared too, because you think either of you loses your grip for a second. You go bang. So while you're thinking about what to do up in the tree with this creature, quite the dilemma, we're going to go back to the cave. Now, this cave, much like yours, is warm and smells like food, and Grob, you catch a whiff of these smells of smoke and food and sweat, and you see some figures lurking in the cave, and they are big.
Do they look like the big thing in the tree?
You can only really see their outline, but you do see sort of a furry outline, but it's like you, but hairy. So yes, it does look like the thing in the tree, but bigger.
All right. Is there a rock or something?
There's always a rock or something.
Okay, I'm going to pick up a rock.
This is the rocky hill, so we established there's lots of rocks here.
I'm going to pick up a rock. I'm going to throw it in their general direction.
All right, you pick up a rock. Now, do you know how to throw? Is that a skill that you have?
I will select throw as one of my skills.
Okay. Because otherwise you
can't,
wouldn't even know how to do that.
I rolled a 4.
All right, you rolled a 4, so that's a successful throw. And because
I'm
it's
not trying to hurt anyone.
Right.
I'm just trying to get their attention and maybe make them a little angry at me.
Okay. So you successfully do that then. You throw the rock into the cave, and you hear a bunch of creatures suddenly react, surprised. They go,
Brr, brr, brr.
and they look at you.
And I say, you go! And then I run out of the cave.
All right, they start chasing after you.
Okay.
Roll a run away.
Okay.
And try not to roll a 1 like Jessica.
I rolled a 4 again.
All right. And you do have runaway. Everyone has runaway
Yep,
as a
everyone
skill.
has runaway.
So that is a success.
Not everyone.
You may forget it, but
yes.
you know it initially.
Yes, that is true. You could forget all the things you know. That's my goal. So you throw this rock into the cave. You get their attention.
Right.
And they start picking up rocks and chasing you. And they are throwing rocks at you. And you are dodging left and right because these rocks are coming at you. And any one of them could just take you out. They are pretty big. Where are you running towards?
I'm running up the hill toward the tree, and I'm pointing at the tree. And I'm shouting, "You go!"
All right, they follow you up the tree. Not up the tree. They follow you up the hill towards the tree. And they are still chasing you, still throwing rocks at you. They're starting to close the distance. I'm going to roll to see if one of these hits you. That is a success. So you're going to take 1 damage as some sticks and stones are hurled at you from the distance.
All right.
Got a nickel and dime you somehow, Mike.
All right, then I say, and then I stop and I point up at the tree and I just jump up and down in place and say, "You go!"
All right. They are all very focused on you and attacking you and throwing rocks and sticks at you. You were trying to get their attention refocused onto the tree. How are you going to do that?
I'm going to pick up a stick and throw it at the tree.
All right, roll me a throw.
I have forgotten how to throw, however.
You've just been picking up sticks so much. You're like, this is good.
I just pick up a stick and look at it like, what was I doing?
Exactly.
What was I going to do?
Yeah, Grob just picks up the stick, looks at it, and just stares blankly at the stick, having no idea what he could even do with it. Maybe combine it with another stick? I don't know.
He thinks of all the things he could build.
Yeah, that's what you get stuck doing. You're like, 3 sticks?
But the big, smelly, hairy things are quickly catching up to you now, and they look like they are just about to pummel you into a sort of paste-like substance.
Okay.
How close are they to the big tree now?
They are right below it, Boboba.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Boboba is going to look around for pine cones or whatever on this tree to just start throwing down at them.
All right. That's going to be a throw.
Oh, man.
Do you have throw?
I don't have throw.
So you can't, according to the rules of Og, written by Robin D. Laws, you can at him.
I can't naturally do that thing that I did with my body.
Most cave people have not figured out how to throw, and that's a
All right.
special cave person move.
Throw is comcomplicated.
It's
It is
very
complicated. I'm just going to then start jumping up and down screaming, "Me! Me!" then at them.
All right.
Up on this tree.
That, to me, sounds like maybe an intimidate.
Yeah, sure.
So why don't you roll me a d6? You don't have intimidate as a skill.
I do not, no.
Okay. So that's going to succeed on a 5 or
Ooh.
a 6.
No, I got a 2.
Oh,
I burned up all those 6s earlier.
it's too bad you didn't roll a 1. I was going to have the branch below you just snap and you fall.
Not this time, baby.
You jump up and down, and you do see some pine cones falling as you jump up and down on the branch, but you don't seem to be catching anybody's attention yet. And just as you're doing this, you see all these smelly, hairy creatures just surround your friend and just start beating the crap out of him.
Sympathies. I know how this feels.
I then am going to implore other thing in tree and be like, "Cave, food, cave."
You're trying to get the thing above you, like its attention. And as you're trying to do this, you see Grob take...
No,
Oh
so
dear.
many sounds.
That was many dice.
Just two points. Grob?
Okay. All right. Can I attempt to climb the tree?
Yeah, but you are currently surrounded. They're not going to let you past easily.
I don't have any... Is there a skill that lets me... I don't know, I guess resistance? What's resistance?
It's up to you on how you do this, but I feel like if you're just trying to deke and dodge out of their way, that would just be a runaway.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to try to run through them, run away.
Yep.
5.
Nice. You kind of move one way, and they all start kind of going to catch you off in that direction, and then you move the other way, and they don't expect it,
Mm-hmm.
and you move past them. Just another thing you've invented today, fainting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hopefully you live to pass this knowledge on.
And as I run away, I shout, "No bang! No bang!"
You have but a moment to try to scramble up this tree as they are confused at what is even happening.
Okay. Should I roll that this turn, or should we go back to somebody else, or what?
You can roll it right now.
Go for it, Ming.
Yeah, there's no real turn
Uh-oh.
order.
Maybe we should have
I
waited.
get to the tree and suddenly think, what was I doing? What do I do with this tree?
That is amazing. So that's another one.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I'm just going to stand there.
So Grob, gets to the foot of this tree and just slams himself head first into it and just thinks, I should be going up it now.
It's one of those things, where it's like you learned one new thing, another thing's got to leave the head.
Mhm. Yeah, you can only learn how to do so many new things in a day, and you just got to make room somehow, and you've completely forgotten how to climb. And so you sit there, stunned, as the big, hairy, smelly things, once again, more angrily this time, turn around and start pummeling you.
I just shout down to him, sleep! Sleep!
Only one success, but it was a critical success, so that's
Oh, no.
going to be 2 damage again. 2 points.
Oh.
What are you sitting at now for the listeners?
1 point.
So Grob he's an eloquent cave person, but he's pretty tough, and he's toughing this out. So far anyway. But Boboba, you look down and I don't know if you want to call him your friend, but your fellow clan
Most likely
person.
my family member, yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely all related. You just don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
Your fellow clan person, your family, your cuz,
My cuz.
they are getting just the crap beaten out of them.
Yeah.
And you
So
think...
I'm trying to tell him, just sleep. Lay down, sleep.
Yeah. And you were trying to get the attention of this creature above you.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing to get its attention? Or you can change your plan too if you want.
No. I do want to get his attention. Maybe it's like I can't figure out a way to get up, and he doesn't want to come down. But maybe I can try to convince him by going, food, and pointing downwards so he can lighten his load. And I guess another romance roll.
Yeah, because you're trying to get someone to give you food. I mean, that's super romantic.
It's absolutely romantic.
Yeah.
The most romantic thing anyone could do. Oh God, I don't know how to romance anymore.
I love this game. That is
That one
great. So
Cross that off the list.
you forget how to convince anyone to do anything. You have no
For
idea.
me.
Yeah, you have no idea how you could convey your thoughts and have someone else understand them. Like that just the idea of that is just too much for you right now. You just look down at Grob and say, you sleep.
You sleep.
Yeah.
Me sleep. And I just lay down too.
Oh, you're going to have a nap in the tree again?
I may as well.
Where's my straw mat? Where my pine needle mat? Where is that right now?
Well, so I thought you were going to build that at the base of the tree, but it sounds like you kind of built that at the base of the cliff and carried it up with you.
Yeah, I guess so.
You just had all these pine needles, yeah.
I believe it.
Okay.
So then you would have dropped it when, basically when you were running up the hill, you would have dropped it at the foot of the tree when they started pummeling you. And it's your turn. You're getting pummeled.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to... Can I climb under my mat?
Is that a climb roll, though? Do you know
Or
how
can
to
I crawl under my mat on the
I'll
ground?
call that a hide.
A hide?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to hide under my pine straw mat.
For protection.
Except that I have forgotten how to do that too. I guess,
Is that 3 ones in a row?
yeah, so I guess I just sit on it.
You might want to change die.
Oh, I've been changing dice.
Wow.
Maybe you want to throw all those dice away.
I'm just going to sit on the mat, I guess.
I mean, I was going to TPK you guys later, but...
I mean, now may be the time.
You can't
Ooh.
TPK someone who's just asleep in a tree.
Yeah, the perfect plan.
Yes.
Try to get me now, Game Master. All right. Well, Grob, you unfortunately you forget how to do anything,
Yes.
and you think that maybe the blows to your head have done some
That has
damage
something to do with it.
to your brain.
Yeah.
And you're gonna take 3 damage.
Oh,
Oh, and that means that Grob dies.
Wow, that's our first death.
oh no.
Cave of Lava.
Well, I think Josh committed suicide.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, the
And-
first it's the first that I've killed a character.
Right.
Josh
I was like-
immolated himself.
I think also
But-
we froze to death in that other campaign.
Boboba,
Mm-hmm.
you see just a horrible sight below you.
All right.
Can I have my dying words?
Yes,
Oh, yes,
yeah,
please.
you can definitely please have dying words.
No.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You can quote that, everybody.
I definitely want to see fan art of him on his knees. No.
Me, Shubert. You good listen to Cave of Bob. Part 3, 2 weeks.
Me, Mike. You go Apple Podcasts. Give 5 shiny review. You go House of Bob social media. You go House of Bob Discord.
Trevor do big art.
Me bang sound.
You go bang.
Me bang. House of Bob patrons go cave. Ben Carter. Ben Carter. Shiny?
Shiny.
Shiny? Connor?
Oh,
Connor.
Connor.
Small?
Connor
Small. Small.
Hadric.
Podrick,
Fire.
Fire. Podrick Fire.
Fire.
Brandon.
Brandon Smelly.
Brandon Smelly. Brandon Smelly. Ron. Stick. Ron Stick.
Ron Stick.
Ron Shiny Stick.
Harry Stick.
Team Emon Big.
Big Emon.
Big team.
Big team.
Pavel.
Pavel. Sleep.
Sleep.
Pavel sleep.
Sleep, Pavel. Christine.
Christine, go. Go, Christine.
Go, Christine. Go cave. Tom.
Tom Rock.
Tom Big Rock.
Big Rock, Tom.
Elias. Elias, go water.
Elias, go water.
Mark.
Mark. You?
Me.
Mark. Me?
Mark you.
Mark.
Mark.
You.
Mark verisimilitude.
Oh. Mary?
Mary.
Mary Thing.
Mary thing.
Mary Thing.
Mary sleep thing.
Thing.
Jessica.
Jessica Shiny.
Jessica Shiny.
Jessica Shiny.
Scooter.
Oh, Scooter, go. Scooter, go. Big Bang.
Tyler.
Tyler.
Tyler food thing.
Food.
Tyler go food thing. Josh Harry.
Josh Harry.
Josh Big Harry.
Big hairy smelly thing. Josh.
Keith.
Oh, Keith. Keith, fire.
Small fire.
Smelly fire.
Smelly fire. Lucket 12.
Lucket.
Lucket 12 big.
Lucket. Lucket. Big. Lucket big.
Big Plucket. Tom.
Tom.
Tom. Go big cave. Jessica.
Jessica?
Big shiny.
Small shiny, big shiny.
Small shiny. Big shiny. Kieran. Oh,
Kieran, bang. Big, small bang.
Big small bang.
Big, small bang, Kieran.
You. Oh. Mike?
Mike, you.
Mike me.
Mike verisimilitude.
Mike Small. Sylvia Bang.
Sylvia shiny bang.
Shiny Bang Rock.
Shiny fire go food stick.
Luke. Smelly stick.
Luke, smelly stick.
Volt.
Volt, shiny bang.
Shiny Bang.
Shiny bang.
Volt Shiny Bang.
Volt shiny bang.
You all shiny.
All shiny. You all go. Roll on.
Roll on.
Any other questions or last minute things before we get in?
Where did I leave my keys?
Sorry, can't help you with that.
All right, never mind.
Can I have some more points?
Maybe later, maybe.
Maybe if you get another 10,000
But right now you're
experience.
sitting at a nice 0.
Nice
Which
flat 0.
0 is a nice number, you know.
Excellent.
Like,
it's easy to count to.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you don't know how to count.
I mean, when you don't know how to count, any number is easy to count to.
Although
That's
to be
true.
fair, nobody has come up with the idea of 0 except
Right.
possibly
I
Grob.
was going to say.
Yeah, I actually think Grob has discovered 0 with no.
Mm-hmm. He's on the right track.
Funny you say that. Well, we'll get to it.
Oh my gosh, it's going to have a deep backstory.
Oh, I
think.
can't wait for this. I'm excited now. All right. Well, they don't say well.
No, it doesn't say well.
Well, I think I'm right on that, right? I don't know how this game works.